morning, guys. Oh my goodness, good morning, or at least it's morning when I'm filming this. It's a little bit gloomy outside today, but we have some very important things to take care of. First thing I have to do is go get gas. I have now been running on less than a quarter of a tank for the last 2 days, and then after that we are running to Ulta, because as you guys can see from the title, I am kind of in the process of redoing my makeup kit. I've been trying not to get influenced by other makeup artists, how they work, their artistry styles, and also what their kits look like specifically. I've also gotten sucked in for the last, I don't know, like 4 years now, heavily condensing my makeup kit. Now, while that is a really great thing and all, I feel like I've gotten to the point in my career where I'm just done condensing stuff. Like, I'll condense some things. Like, I think that liquid foundations that come in glass bottles, those can always be depotted because they contribute to a lot of the weight in your kit. However, I want to do a whole entire rebrand of my makeup artistry page, the website, everything. I do advertise myself as a luxury bridal makeup artist, and I truly do think that once you go into that luxury market with luxury price tags, you do have to have all high-end things in your kit. It looks so bad sometimes when all of your powders are depotted and it kind of just looks like a generic like palette. Do you know what I mean? I want to get to a point where people look at my stuff and is like, wow, this is what I'm paying for. Like, I'm paying for the Dior, I'm paying for the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm paying for the NARS. When you tap into that higher end market, you get the clientele that is used to using high-end makeup on themselves all the time because they can afford it and they appreciate the nicer things in life and the higher quality. So you can't just be messing around with like drugstore stuff with them. And because of that, I feel like my palettes are looking like a little bit lackluster. And so to me, I would rather buy like travel size items. So they're small enough, I don't have to depot them, but they still do show their brand name and the actual packaging that's original to it. Let me go get gas and I'll be right back. Whew, oh my god, it was cold out there. It's like 53 degrees, but it's just really windy. Okay, well, let's get going to Ulta. So I think I uploaded this before, but I did a haul of like all my new goodies that I got inside of my kit, and then this will just be adding to it. I also have basically taken a break from weddings temporarily. I'm in school for my aesthetics license right now, which is 9 months long. It eliminated me from like 90% of the weddings for this year, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought it sucked at first, but now it's kind of nice to not work weddings every single weekend and kind of have a break. I have not been really using my kit on the regular, and I recently went through my little inventory sheet and with the expiry dates and everything that I have. It's one of the templates that I sell, by the way. It's an inventory and expiry date tracker. So if you guys want to go and shop julieruby.com, I do sell these on there, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get back home. So I'm going to be replacing quite a bit of things inside of my kit. It's really important to go through your inventory and make sure you actually know when those products expire, because they expire a lot quicker than you think that they do. Pretty soon, like 2 years have gone by and you still have the same product in your kit that expired like a year back. It looks really bad. You never want to cause any allergic reactions. You never want to do anything to like harm your clients. Of course, that's why you always carry liability insurance, but you still do have to abide by those standards though. Anyways, yeah, I'm headed into Ulta now, so I'll probably give you like little snippets of what I'm doing, but I try not to film in public because it's so embarrassing. Okay, I could not film in there because there was way too many freaking people. Your girl spent $265 in there. I was definitely trying to keep it around $150, but that's not what happened. You know what? Let me go ahead and head home because this is going to be a nightmare to try to shuffle through all of this in my car. So I'm going to haul it when I get home. Please. Hi. Hey, I am back home. I need to clean up my desk actually real quick because I totally forgot that I did not clean up for my appointment this morning. light back up because it was not sunny at all this morning. I had a newborn family shoot this morning that I had to do makeup for, and I was actually hired by one of my clients that I have repetitively had in the past before, and I just really love and appreciate her. She's one of those people that's just like, hey, yeah, do whatever, do what you normally do, neutral glam, and I'm so terrible. I completely forgot to get a video of her or any sort of pictures before she left, but the glam turned out really good. I mean, getting social media content's just hard, guys. Like, it's just hard. Okay, I gotta mount this camera on a stand so I can talk to you guys a little bit easier here. This is a stand I got from Amazon, by the way. My stand, my chair, all of it is linked in my Amazon storefront in the description of each one of my videos in case you guys are wondering. The stand's really helpful though, because then it even has a level on it too. So then, it looks like this. And then I'm gonna change shirts really quickly. Okay, I switched to my little portable microphone so you could hear me a little bit better, but I want to go ahead and just start cleaning up this. I don't want to go in depth with like sanitation or anything. I'm just purely trying to get all this stuff clean. I already sprayed everything down with alcohol. If you guys want an in-depth sanitation video, go ahead and check out one that I'll link up above for you guys. But I sprayed everything down, sharpened my pencil, and now I'm ready to put stuff back in the kit. The only thing that I really haven't done anything with is the actual palette itself. That I always wait till the very last minute because I struggle with it so hard to try to get stuff off. I'm gonna put all the clips back in here. See, this is what I'm talking about. It looks fine, this depotted palette, and I just bought this from the Artist Kit Company not too long ago, which I love supporting Van and his company. He makes amazing quality products and they're so easy to use, but like, I don't know, I'm so tired of depotting and repressing. Like, I feel like this would be okay if you were in a film and television kind of scene like he usually is with like high fashion editorial sort of things. But for me as a bridal artist, I feel like my clients want to see physically like the packaging. So I've been trying to get more like travel size sort of things. So for instance, I got the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filters, but like the mini versions of them, just because the big ones are a lot, especially if you're trying to carry them in multiple different colors. Like, they're going to expire way before you use them. Then I also got mini versions of the Airbrush Flawless Finish powders. Now, if you guys are using these for like your actual face setting, I probably would buy the full size versions of them because it's really impossible to get like a full powder brush into these containers. But I'm only using these guys to set underneath the eyes and right down the T-zone, so I'm really not like super concerned about it. That's why I bought the mini ones. I just feel like I've been so heavily influenced over the years to curate my kit depending on what the industry standard is and what people expected out of me. And I'm kind of known for like depotting. So I feel like this is going to be a very large shock to a whole bunch of people at the fact that I'm going to stop depotting these things. I'm going to probably keep depotting lipsticks because like I don't like all these lipstick bullets just hanging around. But whenever I'm done with the bronzers inside of here, and also the blushes have to be replaced here pretty soon, I am going to completely get rid of all of these palettes and just line like compacts up in here. And I know that's not going to be a huge space saver, but at the same time though, it's like I just really do not want to carry these palettes anymore. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like legitimately like some people care and some people don't. And I just think I've cheapened out a little bit too much in my kit. Like, I'm trying to do this to save money, but at the same time though, it can be written off for taxes. So there's that. And then second of all, your clients, if you tap into that higher end market, they're expecting higher grade cosmetics. Plus, there's a lot of people that actually ask me what products that I use. And I think it's really important to be able to tell people like, oh, hey, I use the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation on you, or I use the Laneige Lip Mask on you, or I use the MAC Prep and Prime Highlighters on you. It just sounds a little bit bad sometimes when you say, oh, I use like the e.l.f. Putty Primer or something, you know? And it's like a $10 primer. So it's kind of one of those things where people are like, oh, like I'm paying for, you know, X amount of dollars and you're giving me e.l.f. products on my face. Where's the money going, you know? Clients don't truly see what you do behind the scenes, so you have to make it well known in their mind why you're charging the money that you're charging. I am planning on increasing my prices a pretty significant amount, and so I just want my kit to be up to par, basically. I am just spraying off my palette here. I probably will let it sit there for a minute to be able to absorb and soak in. So yeah, I don't know. Comment down below how you guys feel on the whole, like, leave it in the packaging, depot it. I'm almost done cleaning everything up. Okay, and I just need to go in with little Lysol wipes and wipe down this mat. The mat I also got off of Amazon too, and mostly everything in my kit is like an Amazon purchase. That's an organizational sort of thing or an accessory. So yeah, you guys can find everything on there. Okay, while the mat is drying, I'll go ahead and show you guys the stuff that I bought from Ulta. Literally so much stuff. Like I was not expecting to buy this much, but I feel like that's the story of my life every single time. First of all, I got 2 of the Neutrogena single-use makeup remover wipes. These are the fragrance-free ones. I put these inside of my bridal touch-up kits. And then I got one of the Touchland hand sanitizer mists. I've had these guys before. This one's actually rose water, and then there's also a lavender one, which I was really tempted to pick up at the cash register, but I looked at my total and I was like, Julie, you don't need any more things. Like, you're fine. So I did not partake, but I definitely thought about it. I also got some hair stuff for myself. I got the Way shampoo and conditioner. I have had this shampoo and conditioner before, but I used the thick one on accident because like I do have thick hair, but I think it was too thick for my hair because I always left this like greasy residue that I couldn't ever wash out. So I think I made that mistake, but I love the smell of these guys. They're expensive, but they're really good at smelling. So I wanted to get one that was actually for my hair texture. So I got the medium hair shampoo and conditioner. They look like this. I also picked up a hair mask from Way, and I have not tried this one before. I've tried the St. Bart's scalp scrub and body scrub, and that works really well. I almost picked that one up too, but then that would have been like an extra $40 that I didn't need to spend today. I picked up the fine to medium hair treatment mask, and that is what it looks like. It's just in a giant tub. I am doing a hair transition right now. If you guys may not be able to tell, you can kind of see here, but I'm slowly highlighting my hair because eventually the whole entire thing is going to be blonde again for the summer. I'm slowly doing it through one of the cosmetology students at school, although she's about to graduate, so now I'm flipping on to somebody else. I think that's the only downside of like trying to do your hair at a cosmetology school because you just switch out people all the time as they graduate. But yeah, I just want to make sure that my hair is like nice and nourished and there's no like split ends or any dryness or anything because obviously bleach is a lot. So then I also wanted to pick up the Chi Iron Guard spray. It's a heat protectant. Looks like this. I picked up 2 of them because I do hair for photo shoots occasionally, and so I'd like to have my own separate bottle for that one. And then I also have one for myself. But I got the travel size versions of it because I don't ever like to carry full size products with me because they take up too much room in my kit. Then I ended up getting something that I never thought I would honestly get for my kit, but I'm running out of translucent setting powder, like the loose version. And I was at Ulta, so they don't have Huda Beauty, they don't have One Size Beauty. And I always had this stigma against Laura Mercier for some reason, but I kind of wanted to give it another go. I think I tried it in like 2018, which is when I first started freelancing, and I didn't like it then, but I also was a very new artist too. Like I was really inexperienced at that point in time and didn't really know what products to get. So I want to try it again. I got it in a little travel size version though. Again, travel size versions are going to be my best friends, and I'm just going to leave it in the package that it's in right now. So right now I'm kind of just, as I mentioned, like I'm going to just gravitate toward the brands that have travel size things. I know that One Size has a travel size loose powder, and then Huda Beauty has their like little mini ones too. So I'm just going to carry this around with me. And they have the travel size versions of the translucent honey and also the translucent deep as well. So I might like pick those up if this ends up working out, if I like the formulation. So I will try it on myself first, and then we'll go on from there. But yeah, I'm definitely going to give that guy a go again. I also do want to try that Hourglass loose powder too. So if anybody has thoughts about that, let me know, because I know that's like a glowier kind of powder for drier skin. And then the last thing that was definitely a splurge, like this was probably the most expensive thing collectively because I was not really expecting to buy all of these today, but it kind of just ended up being like that. I picked up the Anastasia Brow Wizzes in the mini versions. So I was originally going to get the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencils, but I've really never worked with those pencils before, and I've never worked with the shade ranges of them or anything. But I used to do my brows with either the Dip Brow Pomade back in the days where like the Sharpie brows were a thing, or I also use the Brow Wizzes too, and they also have the Brow Definer, but I like the Brow Wizzes because they're thinner and they can mimic brow hairs a little bit better, especially for people that have like sparser brows. And literally all these 6 colors were just right in the grab and go at Ulta, so I had to pick them up. Like there was no duplicates, there was just one of each color. I'm like, this is fate. Like this has to be fate. I picked up the shades Taupe, Caramel, Ash Brown, Auburn, Dark Brown, and Granite. I think the only one I wish I would have gotten probably is soft brown, because that's a really popular shade. But I think if I go really light-handed with the dark brown shade, or I use the caramel shade mixed in with something else, I think I can replicate the soft brown shade, but that was really popular too. I'm just more familiar with the Anastasia colors than I am with the Benefit ones. So I'm not saying that like one's better than the other. I'm just saying that I'm more familiar with this shade range, and the colors make sense to me rather than like doing numbers. I got these 6 colors though. I'm going to be working with the minis because I don't know how fast I'm going to run through these. Although the only thing I really wish that high-end brands would do, and I don't think this makes it tacky or anything, I wish that they would at least put like a strip of the color up top on the cap or at the bottom of it or something, so makeup artists could know what color that they're grabbing. Like, would that not make more sense? So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to detach this coloring right here and then put it on the lid of the pencils just to keep them straight. That is pretty much what I got from Ulta $265 later. I swear that this does not look like it should be $265. It's so ridiculous. Like inflation is wild, guys. And then really quickly, I wanted to show you guys the inventory spreadsheet that I have. I don't know the easiest way to show you guys this. So I'm gonna go onto the laptop. I wanted to show you the website that you'll be purchasing the templates from. I do sell other templates besides the inventory templates. The most popular one is probably my bridal contract template. You go onto the templates tab right there, and then these are the 4 different templates that I sell as of now. I have the accounting template, which keeps track of all of your expenses, your income, mileage, everything like that. You can attach it as its own file and send it to your accountant. That's usually what I do every single year. Like, I just make it its own file and send it through email. And then my accountant has like every single thing that I've ever documented. But this is pretty much what it looks like. So it has like different tabs, like an Excel spreadsheet. And then bridal consultation template is what you would normally fill out after you do bridal previews or trials or whatever you want to call them. I have different categories. So I have skincare, foundation, then I have like lips, and then any like additional notes you can put right here. And then the second page of this includes a face chart that you can fill out if you want to like get creative and fill out a face chart for the client's makeup look. Then this is my most popular one. This is the bridal contract template. And this one is literally what it states. You can customize any of the wording that you want to, change it any way you want to. If you want to keep it as is though, I do have lettering that is in red that you can swap out for each and every one of your clients. And then I would highly recommend getting some sort of document signer. So you can use like Dropbox Sign, PandaDocs, DocuSign, like there's other document signer websites like that where you can download this as a PDF after you complete it, upload it to your document signer, and send it out to your clients. It definitely gives you a more professional edge. That is what the bridal contract is. It's just mainly for those people that do not want to stress about having to create a contract from scratch. It gives you all the wording that you would need. It gives you all the legal jargon, clauses, everything like that. Like there's cancellation policies inside of here that you can redo the wording. Anything that you would need inside of a contract, this has it in it. And then the last one that I'm wanting to talk about is the inventory and expiry date template. It has one sheet for makeup and then one sheet for skincare, although you can delete one and just like make them all in one template if you wanted to. And then I usually alphabetize mine just so I can easily find stuff. And then I'll use these lines right here to like separate out the different letters so it's easier for me to like find really quickly. This is what mine personally looks like. There's a lot of things going on here, but we got Charlotte Tilbury right here. Then it goes into ColourPop, Dior, M Cosmetics, then Face Atelier, Fenty, Iconic London, Inglot, like it all goes in alphabetical order because I just highlighted this and then right clicked it, sort sheet A to Z, like on here, and then it'll just alphabetize everything. So I have the brand name, the category, the color, and then the purchase date and the expiry date. So this is the red light, green light system. All of these, if they're green, means it's good. If it's yellow, that means there is a 30-day warning. So like this one right here, for instance, is in yellow, which means that I have about 30 days to replace it. It expires on 4/29/24. So that's my 30-day warning. And then in the red means it's expired. So I do have a couple of different things that I need to replace, but they're kind of pricey. So I'm trying to like do my best in researching what I really want. And then I have the Dior Backstage Highlighting Palette, which expired also in November of last year, but I haven't been using that. I've been using the Rare Beauty highlighters. Literally all the things that are expired right now, I have not been using on people. This whole entire column is actually coded to turn different colors once you enter the dates in. Now, you may be asking, how do you figure out the dates of when they expire, right? Okay, so this is where this second page comes into play. There is a little label that is on the back of each and every container that has something M. So usually it's like 12M, which means 12 months, or maybe you have 18M, which is 18 months or a year and a half. Pay attention though every single time you get something, and it'll have this little container with a symbol on it, and that's what indicates when you need to actually replace it. So you will have to manually figure that out. This technically says purchase date, but I might change this to open date, because realistically the day that I purchase any of my cosmetics is not necessarily the same date as I'm going to open them. So your products will be good if you just like use them as backstock, but once you break the seal or open the packaging, that's when you have to start calculating the expiry date. It's just like a really good like system to have though. So this is like all the skincare stuff that I have in my kit. There's a couple of items that need to be replaced. Let me actually give you an example of like the expiry date situations, and usually it's on the actual packaging, like the boxes that you get, so make sure you save your boxes or at least record it before you actually put them in your kit or throw away the boxes. This right here, this little symbol, if you zoom in enough, it says 24M, which is 2 years because it means 24 months. So that is how long this pencil will last me. And again, I'm not gonna record it for today because I'm not opening it today. Let's see, for like the Laura Mercier one, it has 12M, which is 12 months, which means it's good for a year after you open it. And so that is also why I'm buying mini size versions of things, because a year can go by really quickly, and loose powders you don't use a ton of. So I definitely want to make sure to not be wasteful of products. Like if I were to buy the entire full-size version of this guy, not only would it be really bulky inside of my kit, but number two, I probably would not be able to use the entire thing in its 12-month shelf life. So that's why I also like buying mini size versions too, because it's less wasteful as makeup artists, since we have to have like a multitude of products. We're not like the average consumer where we're just like using this and this only. So that's why we really just need to be aware of expiry dates and shelf lives of products. This was kind of a combination of like a kit haul, a vlog. But anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, as well as also subscribing down to my channel if you guys have not already. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. All right, bye.